it's time for Enter Sandman. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. The Hokies will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Epps. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Pittsburgh's offense will be first on the attack. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch.
They've got the play, bottle up, fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
This offense has it with really good field position. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's good. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you...
But the ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Jackson will throw. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense cashing it in on that drive. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Turning on the Jets. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Using the quick game. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Hokies are marching down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Hokie, 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 high, Tech, Tech, VPI, got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built, just a tough group of individuals.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught over the middle. It's good. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Hokies will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Hokie! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's April. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Powers through the defender. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give on the option. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pitt. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Jackson will throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, he keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually...
There he goes. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And they're able to get him on the ground. The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The inside handoff. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback will keep it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Hokies need to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Working that left side. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Trying to make magic with his feet. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
A shot toward the end zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for space. It's good. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll send the back in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold up to it.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Off play action. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation.
Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Pitt pushing the pace. They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Averill. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to power it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on third and goal from the 2? Powers forward. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Not only the fourth and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and
lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Here he goes. The tip. Touchdown, Hokie. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Pitt right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. The give from the gun. He's past the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Hokies with the 1st and 10. This is a designed run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running. And
oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Payne. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Burgess. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Pitt pushing the pace.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thorne. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
With the catch, it's Averill. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Thorne. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hauls it in. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Looking to throw again. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the Hokies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He's loose at the 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Hokies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take an